Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. I believe you guys can still remember Abdul Rashid Miana, the former director in the Federal Public Service, the former chairman of Pension Reform Task Force, PRTT. Remember that a lot has been said about him to a point whereby when he was called to defend what he represented, in other words, his own office, he took to his heel, arrested, put in prison, and before we know, he absconded again, got arrested back and all of that. But his case was actually about some monies that he has eaten, looted from his ministry and all of that. But right now, the story we have for you, or the news we have for you, is that a weakness came up, a corporate weakness came up and said that the EFCC actually relooted about 222 assets recovered from Miana, and the hands have been pointed at the former EFCC boss. But guess what? Nigerians are not even shocked because they knew that finally the dog will eat the bone that was tied on his neck for safety. He has ended up eating it. But first, before we go into further analysis, let's look at what the witness had to say. And according to the news, a witness, Ngozika Ihioma, on Thursday, told the Federal High Court in Abuja that the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, under its former acting chairman Ibrahim Magu, mismanaged 222 assets worth 1.63 trillion naira. The money was recovered by the defunct Pension Reform Task Force team. Ihioma appeared as the first defense witness in the ongoing trial of the erstwhile chairman of the disbanded PRTT, Abdul Rashid Miana. He told the court that Magu admitted before Justice Ayo Salami Judicial Commission of Inquiry that he shared most of the properties based on presidential directives. According to her, she said, Magu admitted before Salami that he shared and allocated most of these properties to his friends, associates, and colleagues under some presidential directives, but failed to make available to the commission the evidence of that presidential directives. The witness told the court that he was a management consultant. He said his firm, Crane Cart and Carry Nigeria Limited, was contracted by the PRTT for consultancy services. He told the court that one of the choice properties the PRTT recovered and handed over to the EFCC was grossly undervalued from 6 billion naira in 2011 and sold to a renowned lawyer in 2015 for 1 billion naira. One of the properties in question, located at number 42 Ghana Street, Maitama, was illegally acquired by a renowned lawyer while the property was still subject to litigation. The witness added, insisting that EFCC should be made to account for all the recovered assets. This is a serious issue. One of the promises that this guy gave to Nigerians, Shehu Gaba gave to Nigerians, was that the issue of that Ayo Salami Judicial Commission that was investigating the former EFCC boss Ibrahim Magu will be made public for Nigerians to see. And he did tell Nigerians then that we will be so shocked when we see the content of the report when it is submitted. But up till today, Nigerians have not heard anything about it. It has not been published, as Shehu Gaba told Nigerians some few months ago. But however, with this current development, it therefore means that there is more to be uncovered if the proper investigation is to be carried out. But before I continue with discussions, I'd like to first of all allow us to listen to what Nigerians have to say. All right, the first person in the list said, EFCC don't call it their own palliative. Another one says here, please Does anyone have an idea of the activities of these guys before now? Because what I'm seeing here is really, really shocking. I had trusted EFCC beyond reasonable doubt. This one says the dog has eaten the bone put on his neck for safekeeping. I am not surprised why they are a product of the system. When a job or appointment is made through corrupt means, what do you expect? This one says, how then can Nigeria ever have faith in such an institution where instead of ensuring a corruption-free society and country, the EFCC have actively deepened corruption? Another person here says, I can confidently tell you that anything collected from a Yahoo boy never gets to the government. These same people reloot it back in a different way. It's crazy out here. Another person here says, I beg, they should just stop this vehicle called Nigeria, for it is not going forward. We have just been turning around this corruption roundabout for many years now. Another person here says that it is no more aluta continua, but aluta continua. I don't know what this person is saying here. This one said, what were you people expecting? That the right thing will be done? Nigerians are all corrupt. What you see at the hem of a fair is just a representation of who Nigerians are. We really need to change our mind and change our way of thinking. Money is not everything. It's time for us to place value on our personal name and also the image of the country. Wow, well spoken. This one says, well-educated Nigerians knows that EFCC is another agency comprising of, I know go talk that one, sha. All right, so many other responses are coming in here, and but at this point, I just want us to look at what is ongoing, because it really troubles the mind. This is a weakness talking, and the way the man is talking clearly shows that he has an idea of what Ibrahim Magu did in EFCC. Doing by Ibrahim Magu came out after the Ayo Salami stuff, came out and defended himself. He said he didn't do anything bad, and whatever that had happened during that period, or during the weaknesses coming on, that all of them were false. A lot of things, said a lot of things, and all of. But in a way, he can be vindicated is the fact that there was no report from the Ayo Salami, Judicial Commission that can, indict him and say this guy is guilty or is not guilty. And that's why it's very important that when such things happen, EFCC is working for Nigeria, working for the generality of Nigeria. So their report should be published so that Nigerians will know what is currently happening. Hiding these reports will always make any weakness that shows up to look like a liar. You understand? Because for him to say they reloaded as much as that amount of money and all these assets, it therefore means that, there's no need of having EFCC, except this new guy is going to correct a lot of these ills. However, I would like to leave it there. Go to